Strategy number 4, you can only do in Helium 10. And this is one that 4 years ago or 5 years ago, I predicted, I was like, oh yeah, a bunch of other tools are surely going to copy us because this is just so valuable. It's called the Amazon recommended rank. What this is a direct tie-in to the Amazon API that tells you how relevant it thinks a keyword is to a product, all right? It ranks keywords based on what Amazon thinks is relevant to the product, and it gives it a score. And Helium 10 takes that score and translates it into a rank. So the number one score a keyword could have for a product is like, hey, this is the most relevant keyword according to Amazon algorithm, is like $9.99. So if it has that $9.99, that means we give it Amazon recommended rank number 1. It's the number 1 rank keyword. If it has another score of a 996, well, then that's Amazon recommended rank 2 and so on and so forth. But it really helps you understand, what does Amazon think your product is? When you look at those like top 20 or 30 keywords that Amazon recommends, it really lets you know, hey, is Amazon confused about your product? Are you on the right track? This is especially critical when you have a brand new listing. You guys ever had situations where you make a brand new listing and you can't get impressions in PPC for it? A lot of times it's because there's something wrong with the relevancy. Amazon doesn't think you're relevant for the keyword, even if you did the right things in your listing optimization. Sometimes Amazon just kind of glitches out and says, oh, we don't know what this product is. We think it's this, and you obviously know it's not. And so that's why you know you have something wrong. The way I discovered how beneficial this is, I've told this story before, is when I started selling some socks. On the one sock, it said, if you can read this. The other sock, it said, bring me coffee. The number 1 keywords for this product were coffee-related keywords, like gifts for coffee lovers. But this was socks in the clothing category. And when I ran Amazon recommended rank on this, because I couldn't get any impressions in PPC for coffee-related keywords, I could see that all the keywords that Amazon thought the product was had nothing to do with coffee. It was just like thought it was generic socks. And so, of course, I wasn't going to get impressions. And so I had to do some other things to try and make myself more relevant to Amazon for it. But if I didn't have this Amazon recommended rank, I would have been in the dark. I'll be like, what? What's going on, Amazon, right? Well, let me show you an example of this live, all right? Here is one of the Helium 10 coffin shelves, a coffin bookshelf for Manny's Mysterious Oddities. And I ran it in Cerebro. And by the way, guys, this is for platinum, diamond, any level of Helium 10 has this. I'm going to sort it by Amazon recommended rank. All right, this is basically going to tell me, hey, what does Amazon think my product is? Now, this is not always going to be your top keywords, but you can really get a good picture of the top 20 keywords if Amazon is confused about your product or not. And take a look at the number 1 keyword, coffin shelf wall large. We have coffin bookshelf large. We've got coffin shelf, coffin bookshelf, gothic bookshelf. Is there any doubt that Amazon knows exactly what my product is? No. All my main keywords are kind of like right there in the top 20, or at the very least, they really describe my product well. I am optimized correctly for those keywords. There's no confusion. Now take a look at this other product. If I were to look in the Amazon search results, I typed in coffin shelf right here, and now I'm on page, what page am I on here? Let's see, I'm on page 4 of the search results, which is kind of crazy because there's barely any coffin shelves in the entire coffin shelf industry. As you can see here, most of these products aren't even coffin shelves. So like, it's kind of shocking that there would be a coffin shelf on page 4 when even page 1, there's irrelevant products. So I ran it in Cerebro. I sorted by Amazon recommended rank. Now, do you remember what my product was? Had all the right keywords: coffin wall shelf, coffin bookshelf. What does Amazon say this coffin shelf is? Look at the top keywords for Amazon recommended rank. Number 1, floating shelf wall, wall shelf, floating shelf, shelves room wall, bathroom shelf, kitchen shelves wall mounted, etc., etc., etc. Anything about coffin or gothic? No. So coffin shelf wasn't even in the ballpark as far as what Amazon thinks this product is relevant for. Is this product ever going to rank high for coffin shelf when Amazon doesn't think it's relevant for coffin shelf? No, they have to re-optimize their listing or figure out, is there a category issue? What's going on with this? Is that seller blind? Well, right now he is, because he's been stuck on page 4 forever and he hasn't done anything about it. He obviously doesn't use Helium 10. If he used Helium 10, he would be able to see instantly that he's got a relevancy problem with coffin and gothic related keywords, so that now he's got to figure out how to fix that. But again, Helium 10 members, platinum, diamond, whatever level, you guys are not going to be in the dark for this. This you can only see with Helium 10. What keywords does Amazon think you're relevant for?